everybody, Dr. Dan here. In this short video, I will show you how to create an effective discussion post, how to format it, as well as how to insert it in the discussion area. Let's go ahead and begin. I will click on, for this example, week 1 discussion. Click launch. At the beginning, you will see there are the features of your weekly discussion, the various requirements. What we can do there is copy and paste that information into a Word document, which I've already done here for you, right over here. The next thing we want to do is you'll notice that there are 3 bullet points. That's a good indicator that you probably need 3 sections. That way you can effectively address each of these 3 requirements. What I will do then next is create section headings for each of those. Now, what some students may do is they'll what I consider kind of the easy way is just cut and paste this question and use that as a section heading. However, that's the you can do better. We'll just put it that way. At a more scholarly level, you don't see, for instance, peer-reviewed journals that have big questions like this for section headings. Instead, they're short, succinct section heading, 3-4 words. So in this case, the question is, what are some common themes that define organizational development? What I did was I created a section heading called Organizational Development Themes. I did that for each of the 3 sections. I also created a conclusion section and a references section. You do not need to create an introduction section heading because it's assumed that for any scholarly document you are going to begin with a brief introduction. You'll have each of your sections, and then you'll have a conclusion section heading for what is another standard feature of most any scholarly document, and that's some type of conclusion rather than just ending. Once you have your references inserted, then we will go ahead and we copy all that information and paste it into the discussion area. The reason why, and this is important to understand, the reason why I put all this information in a Word document is because, for one, if you are typing directly into the discussion area of Blackboard, it may time out on you. There's a certain amount of time before you have to re-enter your password. So if that happens, you may lose all of your hard work. You may lose all that information. You'll have to start over again. Whereas if you type it into Word, that will not happen. Also, you can save this information for future use, or you might even want to attach this document, let's say, to a message to your professor for them to review over maybe. Might be for some other writing resource that you use to be able to better format and edit the document before you submit it for a discussion. All right, so now I copy this information. I will go ahead and create a thread, and using Control V, paste that information into the discussion area. I also want to create some type of descriptive subject line, and then the final part of the process is editing. You will notice that in the initial document, I did not have all these extra spaces, and unfortunately, sometimes when you copy-paste information into this discussion message area, this will happen. So what I want to do is I just kind of call this cleaning it up. I want to clean up this document so that way it has more of a professional, scholarly look to it. I'll remove all of these extra spaces. And then once I do that, and you'll notice I'm very careful so that way I don't have any extra spacing even before the sentences. Once I've done that, then the last thing I will do is I want to go ahead and center all of these section headings. That once again, just in my opinion, you know, it gives it more of a scholarly appeal. But also I would say the fact is, because there are some scholarly journals that have the section headings at the beginning like this, but you'll find that many have them centered. So it's just maybe kind of a personal preference of mine. However, I believe once you're done here, as you can see, it gives it a very nice scholarly appeal. I now press submit, and as you can see, we have a nicely organized discussion post. I hope this helped you, and I do wish you a very happy day.